Good afternoon. Today I'm going to be reviewing the Baltony D12 Dirty Dozen. This watch is available from watchdives.com for $99 US. So firstly, let's look at the travel case that the watch comes in, and then I'll talk you through the other items one gets with the piece. So the watch comes in this Baltony hardshell travel case, which is finished to a high standard. I'll show you the interior. As you can see, inside the hardshell travel case there are two foam panels, and it does a good job of protecting the watch in shipping from any damage. I think Baltony deserve full credit because this is a low tier piece costing only $99 US, and rather than taking the default option of using a plastic or cardboard throwaway watch box, they've used a hardshell travel case which a collector would actually keep and use. So I like the presentation and I like the quality of the hardshell travel case. With regards to the other items, one also gets this Baltony branded microfiber polishing cloth. I always think it's a nice touch to get a branded microfiber polishing cloth, irrespective of the price point of a piece. And lastly, one also gets this stainless steel spring bar tool. It has a two-pronged fork at one end and a push pin at the other end for resizing bracelets and removing straps and bracelets. So nice to get this accessory included. So, with regards to the specifications of the piece, this is the Baltony D12 Dirty Dozen. The watch is clearly an homage to the Dirty Dozen watches from the 1940s, which were used by soldiers. So, very similar proportions to the original Dirty Dozen watches from the Second World War. We have a 36mm case diameter. We have a 43.2mm lug-to-lug measurement, a thickness of 13mm, and a lug width of 18mm. The genuine leather strap tapers from 18mm at the lugs down to the stainless steel buckle and tang. Sterile buckle and tang, as you can see, brushed satin finish. It's got a matte bead blasted effect to the 316L grade stainless steel, and there are two keepers, one's fixed and one slides as one would expect. Flawless stitching to the end of the strap. So I'll show you the underside of it. Perfectly smooth on the underside. As you can see, it's embossed with genuine leather. Now, one thing to note is it doesn't have quick release spring bars. This is something that I would like to see Baltony introduce to their leather straps. The use of quick release spring bars would enhance the piece because then one wouldn't need the enclosed spring bar tool. But however, it's good that they enclosed a spring bar tool with the piece for changing the strap. So it's finished to a good standard, perfectly smooth on the underside, and as I've detailed, flawless stitching. Nice detail to the contrasting stitching at the top at the spring bar end. With regards to the rest of the specification, we've got a double dome sapphire crystal, and it has clear AR coating on the underside. And Baltony deserve full credit for not cutting any corners. For example, they could have used mineral crystal, and they could have deleted the AR coating in order to reduce production costs, but double dome sapphire crystal with clear AR coating at only $99 US really is very impressive specification. So this watch, the Baltony D12, is available in two dial versions, Baltony branded and alternatively the sterile version which you're looking at here without the Baltony branding. This is subjective. Some collectors will like the Baltony branding, other collectors will prefer the sterile look because it is more like a military issued piece. So we've got a sub-dial at 6 o'clock which retains the symmetry of the dial. I really like the large Arabic numerals which are fully loomed, and I'll show you those in the loom test. The chapter ring is very well executed. It's a Railtrack design chapter ring, fully indexed with 60-minute ticks, and we also have the indices which are printed, are loomed with C3 patina loom, and then the large Arabic numerals are fully loomed with BGW9 Superloom Nova. Baton style hands are finished to a high standard, flawless mirror polishing to them. So very nicely executed sterile dial as per the original Dirty Dozen dial design of the watches from the 1940s. The crown is matte bead blasted effect, solid 316L grade stainless steel, coin edge finished to a high standard, and it's sterile, it's unsigned. Flanks of the case are finished to a good standard with a matte bead blasted effect, which gives it a military or tool watch aesthetic. The bezel is also finished to a high standard, and it's matte bead blasted effect to the bezel, the case, and also the underside of the case, as you can see. The screw down stainless steel case back is made from solid 316L grade stainless steel, concentric lathe tool cutting to the finishing, as you can see. I like the sterile case back because it's perfectly flat and smooth, and also low profile because this is a quartz powered piece, and I like the milled slots in the circumference. It's a very well executed screw down case back which provides an effective hermetic seal to 100 meters. So let's test the crown action. Screw down crown provides an effective hermetic seal to 100 meters. Absolutely silky smooth threading, very good interface between the internal thread of the stainless steel crown and the external thread of the crown tube. Good to get a screw down crown on a military issued homage piece like this, and often one would expect it to be a push-pull crown because usually these pieces are manually wound or automatic, but as this is a quartz it has a screw down crown, so 100 meters is perfectly acceptable. Pulling it out fully hacks the movement. As you can see, the second hand is now hacked, it's now stopped dead, so one can set the time precisely to the second. As it's a quartz powered piece, the Seiko VD78 quartz has a very light resistance to it, and it's an absolute pleasure to set the time. So silky smooth, it's a good, reliable, well proven workhorse quartz movement. Pushing it back in restarts the movement, and as you can see, the second hand in the sub dial begins to tick again, and it works very well. So I'll test screwing it back down. Immediate thread pickup. This is outstanding screw down crown execution. Baltony deserve full credit because they produce a very high quality screw down crown, and it's just absolutely silky smooth, no friction, no resistance whatsoever. 100 meters is very good for a daily wear piece. Right, so let's do a loom test and we'll see how the loom performs when it's charged up to the absolute maximum. So interestingly, this piece uses a mixture of loom. It has BGW9 Super Loom Nova on the large Arabic numerals on the dial, and it also has C3 Super Loom Nova, which is patina loom, on the baton hands and the indices, which are printed. Right, so that's now fully charged, and as you can see, it has not disappointed. Incredibly bright loom, both on the fully loomed Arabic numerals, which are blue in BGW9 Super Loom Nova. We also have, in addition to that, printed indices in green patina loom, which is C3 Super Loom Nova, and that complements the C3 used on the baton hands. Now, personally, I would prefer if all the loom was the same colour. I would like it to either be C3 Super Loom Nova throughout on the dial and hands, and alternatively, I would like to see it all blue coloured, which would be BGW9 Super Loom Nova. But however, this is subjective. Some collectors will actually like the contrast between the use of blue BGW9 and green C3 because it does improve the legibility. One can clearly orientate the dial. The layout is very clear. The functionality is excellent because we have a 60-second sub-dial at the 6 o'clock position rather than the default 3 o'clock position as per the original D12 Dirty Dozen dial layout. So the loom is glowing very brightly on the Arabic numerals, the printed indices and also the baton hands, and one can clearly differentiate between the longer minute hand and the shorter hour hand. Also, the 60-second sub-dial hand is ticking, and you can see it's fully loomed with BGW9. That is also clearly legible. So Baltony deserve full credit because they haven't cut any corners with regards to the specification of the loom. For example, they could have just used Luminova, but BGW9 and C3 really are the very best of Super Luminova, and as you can see, it's continuing to glow for a very good length of time, and it's still glowing brightly. So I'm very impressed because, bear in mind, this is a low tier price point piece at only $99 US, and I think they deserve credit because it is strong specification to get top grade Super Luminova. Right, so let's discuss the movement used. It's one of my favourite aspects of the piece. This is the quartz powered version. Baltony also produce an automatic powered version and a manual wind version, but this quartz powered piece is a very reliable, well proven workhorse choice. It's the Seiko VD78. It has a 3-year battery life, which is very impressive, and it has a stated accuracy of plus or minus 20 seconds per month. So I want you to consider that. That's not plus or minus 20 seconds per day or per week. That is plus or minus 20 seconds per month. Better than plus or minus 1 second per day. So it's an incredibly accurate quartz movement, and it's incredibly reliable. It's a durable, well-proven quartz movement. The build quality, the quality control, and the materials used are all outstanding. And again, Baltony deserve full credit because they could have used the cost-cutting measure of using a less expensive quartz movement such as a Miyota or alternatively a Chinese-made quartz movement, but they've chosen to use a Seiko VD78, which is more expensive but better quality. So no cost-cutting measures. We have strong loom performance. We have a double dome sapphire crystal with AR coating, a screw down crown, screw down case back, 100 meters of water resistance. So the specification for $99 US is very strong. The Seiko VD78 quartz is also very strong specification. So lastly, I'll summarise the piece. What do I think of it overall? Well, when I'm considering reviewing a watch on my channel, the watch should meet two criteria. It should be both excellent quality and excellent value at the respective price point. So $99 is the price point. Yes, this is unquestionably excellent quality, and yes, it is unquestionably excellent value. For $99, this cannot be beaten. If you're looking for an homage to the D12 Dirty Dozen watches from the 1940s, this is it personified. And one also has the option of purchasing the piece with a Baltony branding, alternatively sterile dull version, as you're looking at here. Really, I think this piece cannot be improved upon because they've got everything correct. The double dome sapphire crystal has clear AR coating, which works very well. Screw down crown, screw down exhibition caseback, 100 meters of water resistance. So the specification is absolutely loaded for only $99. And really, it's very high quality. The quality control, the build's quality, the finishing throughout, the materials are all excellent. The crown execution is outstanding, silky smooth, it works very well. And Baltony deserve full credit for all these things. So I'm going to highly recommend it to you for your consideration. I'm going to declare it a champagne watch for lemonade money. I hope you've enjoyed my review of the Baltony D12 Dirty Dozen. Please feel free to post your own comments below the video. Thank you very much.